Hello Blender Besties, we are back again. This month we're doing Crumb Cake and Gray Granite. These are two cornerstone colors that you need in your stash. For any kind of shading or things in nature, you're gonna need these colors. So Sherry Chapman picked them out this month. I think she did a phenomenal job and we definitely needed them. So good job, Sherry. Now, we are going to be coloring bees and honeycomb and some flowers. Definitely a springtime vibe going on. So you're gonna have two of these bees and two flowers in your kit this month. You're also gonna have a bonus butterfly paper. So just for practice and something fun, a little addition from me. So without further ado, let's flip down and get started. Okay guys, I have everything set up. So I have our crumb cake, our gray granite. I chose pool party, daffodil delight, peach pie, bronze and ivory, and I also brought in a little crushed curry. So that's the palette I'm going to be working with, but certainly you could substitute for anything you have. So I'm going to go in with some light daffodil delight, and I'm just going to fill in each honeycomb, moving the paper as I go. Getting that color down. And then you have a couple options. I'm gonna take some of that dark crushed curry. Actually, I want the bullet tip. And I'm just going to go around a little bit and add some of that darker color. Now you could certainly do this with the darker daffodil delight, but I just wanted a little bit more contrast. And then we're going to keep going. So how is everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a great day. I apologize for any background noise. My family is really loud. So, and then I'm competing with the cars that have decided today is the day to have races down the street. So there will be some bumps and bangs and Lord only knows what. I guess that's life, right? I don't think I notice it until I go to film. And then when I go to film, it like is amplified 1,000 times over. Let's try some dark daffodil delight. I don't know why I keep going for that. Here we go, bullet tip. Well, see, now I kind of, yeah, this is darker daffodil delight. I kind of like that better, guys. I stand corrected. See, you don't know unless you try. I really want that contrast. So I go all the way around. Now, for the honeycomb that has a border, I'm going to kind of fill that whole thing in. If you've ever looked at a honeycomb, you know how it's kind of darker when they're full. And I kind of like the streaky look of it. I did that on my example piece, so play with it, see what you like. There are no rights or wrongs. Now I'm gonna take some bronze. And I'm gonna rim these borders. Okay. So we're just going to be flipping around. I want to try something. Put the dark on first because I don't know if it really makes a difference. It's a little bit lighter. Gives it a little bit of just something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like that? So, okay, dark. I had a plan. I had them all lined up, but you know me, when I get going, the markers end up everywhere. I can't help it. So someone asked me, how long should it take them to do one of these projects? My answer is as long as you are having a good time, keep working it until you get that picture exactly how you want it. There is no time limit. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need breaks too. I know for myself, after a while my eyes get very tired and I need to just take a break. Don't strain your eyes. There's no need for that. It's fun and I know we want to get our cards completed, but it's nice to do a little bit at a time. Make it last. So I was just feeling the springtime vibes. I thought these cards were so pretty. And it just went with the way I was feeling. You know what I mean? I know in a lot of parts of the country, we're still having crazy weather. Some people are still getting snow. But spring is right around the corner. I feel like every year that's the way it is, you know? It's like Snowmageddon or ice or hail or crazy storms, and then all of a sudden it's beautiful. So we're just preparing. I just figured I'd get those honeycomb filled in. And then go back and add some color. When you are working with Stampin' blends, it is important that you, if if you really want it blended well, that you work in small areas and then blend and go back and forth. Since I kind of want that contrast, I wasn't so worried about it. And you can always go back over your color with the light again to kind of blend more. But that's just something to keep in mind when you're working with big pieces. Shade smaller spots, put some highlight. You can always go back and forth. Okay, now I'm going to go in with that bronze and do my framing. So yesterday we had our in-person kit together, and we had 8 ladies come and kit together with me. We had so much fun. We made a video, got all our visiting in and all that stuff. I just love getting together with my ladies. Just brings me joy, guys. Okay. So now I think I'm gonna go in with some old olive, which I'm gonna have to grab. I forgot that color. Gonna do so this is light old olive. We'll start with the light. We're just gonna fill in those leaves. Here, just take your time. Now that looks pretty good, and they're very small leaves, but I am just gonna go a little line, maybe not through all of them, but most of them. I just like, oh, and I found some I missed. I just like that two-toned blend look, you know, even on the teeny tiny stuff. Let me go back in. So now we've got those done. Now let's work on our bees. I'm gonna go wings and then head and body. So I'm gonna use some light pool party. And I'm just gonna fill in those wings. You could certainly do these in a little bit of gray shading, would be nice, the gray granite there. I just wanted to bring in a little bit of blue because our card base is blue, so it kind of ties it in, you know? I'm not even being super careful because I am going to tip those wings. Now I'm going to take, let me see something. I think I used bronze for that, but nope. We're going to take our dark crumb cake. It's up to you, bronze or dark crumb cake. I didn't want black and white or black and yellow bees. I wanted browns, so it would match the color palette. And these are probably not accurate to nature, but that's okay. Real lightly, I'm just going across the top of that wing. Like that. Now I'm just going to fill it in with a little light Daffodil Delight. Head and the body pieces. And I'm going to go back in with the dark and just around the edges there. I'm just going to put just a little bit of color. think, guys? Pretty good? I'm digging it. And now we're just going to repeat. I did it opposite of the first one, but I think that'll be okay. In my happy little beehive, we're all different, right? All right, guys, we are almost there. Let's fill in our yellow for the body. I think I grabbed dark. Did I? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They both look good. I can't decide which way I like better. No, I did have light. There we go. And I'm not going to put the lines because this is a smaller space. Okay. Now, this is perfect to me. However, you could choose to do some more shading in between if you don't like the white background. You could shade that whole thing in. You could do a little bit of gray. That's up to you. I'm happy with this. It came out pretty nicely, pretty much the same. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna fussy cut this and then we'll be back to make our card. And we're back. So I've just fussy cut out that colored image and I've got our pieces out of our kit. So you will need your little card insert, which is 3 inches by 4.5. You're going to need your pool party card base. Now, I embossed the whole card base with the honeycomb, and you can use it either way. If you like the honeycomb to pop out, go ahead and choose that side. If you like it to indent in, just use that side, doesn't matter. We did a side open, and I made our little card insert smaller so that we could see all that pretty embossing. And also I cut out some honeycomb or hexagon shapes, and what I did was I just kind of added them in the background of my card. But you, if you wanted a sentiment, could certainly stamp on this and put it to the forefront of your card. It's whatever you want to do. You know, what the purpose of your card is, it really doesn't matter. Just make sure that your card is oriented the way you're going to open it. You could also do it this way if you wanted. It's up to you, it's your card. If you do it portrait, I would say have your bees pointing upward, but that's my personal opinion. Okay, here we go. Enough yak in my jaws. So I am just gonna take and put some of those hexagons like this. And then pop up that image. And you could put as many as you wanted. And one up here. Now I'm going to take some dimensionals. Bring in my image. And we're just going to pop it up a little bit. You don't have to do this. There is dimension with the embossing, so you could just glue that down. This is a larger cut image, so I just want to make sure that my piece will be stable on the card. Also, if you're not a fan of the entire card being embossed, you could certainly cut this down as a mat and just do a solid card front or a card base. You know what I mean? You could make a different color and then put this as the mat. There's a lot of things you could do to alter what I've sent you. And that's kind of up to you for your card design. Okay, so there's my front done. We're definitely going to put some embellishment on there, but let's work on the inside really quick. I'm grabbing the Queen Bee stamp set, and I'm going to use the flowers here. And I do have them pre-blocked. Also, I want a lighter look because this is very soft. So I'm going with that old olive again in some ink just to make the inside of the card kind of pop. And I used one of those hexagons I cut out just for a little interest. I thought that was kind of cute. But when you're doing your inside, you know, think about what you're making this card for. Is it a birthday card? Is it a greeting? Is it a just say hello? Flowers always work well for this design. And what might be cute, I don't know, let me look. In that Queen Bee set, there's a small bee. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to stamp it. I'm gonna try it with brown. Let's just see. We're playing. If I don't like it, we can always flip it. It's not really dark enough, huh? I think I need to re-ink. Let me see if I like it. Yeah, I do like that. Okay, let's try one more time. I definitely have to invest in my re-inkers because a lot of my stamp pads have gotten a lot of love now and they need to be re-inked. So that is going to be something I work on in the future. Okay, good. Love. Love, love, love. Just, it's those little touches, you know what I mean? Now, you may not have bees. You might have some flowers, though, you know, that you could put on there. Just be creative. Have fun with it. Let's see. I'm going to do it kind of offset. think I made it a thank you card. No, cute as can be. So for that, I grabbed the meant to be stamp set. And these look more like sort of real bees, so I didn't want to use these type bees because they're kind of cartoony, but I just thought the same would be appropriate and cute. So again, going for that softer ink with this, but I really have to make sure I pick up the ink and that I have it positioned right. Here we go. Oh my gosh, look how cute that came out. Yes. Love, love, love. It's the little things, guys. Definitely the little things. So I'm just gonna throw that in the middle. Now, if you like to write a lot, you could also put a card stock on the back to really write your letter. So you have options, you know. And the last thing we're gonna do, our finishing move, if you will, is just grab some of the dots that I sent you. What are these? These are the gold textured adhesive dots. And my idea was that these look like little drops of honey. So I was like, yes, these work. Actually, for both cards, they worked. I liked them, so actually, just kind of dot them around. Okay, guys, there's our first card done. What do we think? Are you loving it? On to the next.